I love you, Lord my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress and deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield, my stronghold, and the horn of my salvation. I called to the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and I have been saved from my enemies. The cords of death entangled me. The torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. The earth shuddered and quaked, and the foundations of the mountains were shaken, trembling because of his anger. Smoke rose from his nostrils, and devouring fire from his mouth, kindling the coals. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew, soaring on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, the canopy around him, clouds dark with water. Out of the brightness of his presence clouds advanced, with hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord thundered from the heavens, the voice of the Most High resounded. He sent out his arrows and scattered the enemy. With great bolts of lightning he routed them. The valleys of the sea were exposed. The foundations of the earth laid bare at your rebuke, Lord, at the blast of breath from your nostrils. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my strong enemy, from my foes who were too powerful for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dealt with me according to his righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands he has rewarded me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. I have not wickedly turned from my God. All his laws are before me. I have not turned from his decrees. I have been blameless before him, and have kept myself from sin. The Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his sight. To the faithful you show yourself faithful. To the blameless you show yourself blameless. To the pure you show yourself pure. But to the crooked you show yourself distorted. You save the humble, but bring low those whose eyes are haughty. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. God, who turns my darkness into light. With your help I can advance against a battalion. With my God I can scale a wall. The way of God is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in him. For who is God beside Yahweh? And who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way blameless. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer and sets me secure upon the heights. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have given me the shield of your salvation, and your right hand upholds me. Your gentleness has made me great. You provide a broad path for my feet, so that my ankles do not give way. I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. I thrust them through so that they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. You armed me with strength for battle. You humbled my adversaries before me. You made my enemies turn their backs in flight, and I destroyed my foes. They cried for help, but there was no one to save them. To the Lord, but he did not answer. I beat them as fine as wind-blown dust. I cast them out like mud in the streets. You have delivered me from the people's strife. You have made me the head of nations. People I did not know now serve me. Foreigners cower before me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey. They lose heart. They come trembling from their strongholds. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Exalted be the God of my salvation. He is the God who avenges me, who subdues nations under me. who saves me from my enemies. You exalted me above my foes and delivered me from the man of violence. For this I will praise you, Lord, among the nations, and sing the praises of your name. He gives great salvation to his king, unfailing love to his anointed, to David and to his descendants forever.